All right, well, welcome everybody to North Scott High School. This is Brian Ratchen for Family Ties Productions, welcoming you to Lancer Park and this Mississippi Athletic Conference baseball contest against Pleasant Valley. Color commentary with me tonight here is the one and the only Joe Yaloa. Welcome, Joe.
Well, thank you for having me, Brian. It's a great day to play some baseball out here.
After all this rain that we've had, I think the boys deserve it. They were supposed to play last night against Cedar Rapids Jefferson in a non-conference game, and that got rained out. It's not the only rain out, and I'm sure the boys are anxious to play some ball.
Yeah, the field looks like it's in great shape, though. The grounds crew did a great job, and I think they're about ready to get started here, hopefully soon.
Okay, and we're going to have introductions here shortly of the lineups for Pleasant Valley and for North Scott. We'll talk real briefly about Pleasant Valley's lineup. Pleasant Valley is 10-17 overall. They're 5-11 in the Mississippi Athletic Conference. Leading off for the Spartans, Will McClure. He is at second base. Casey Adila, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, he's at third. Jeremy Gillum is at right field. Number 15 is David Conway, and he'll be the designated hitter. Blake Wilson, number 2, is at shortstop, which is your old position, Joe, I believe.
That is right. I was watching him out there a little bit. He's got a pretty good arm, so.
Okay. Well, we'll go on with Cody Clark, or Corey Clark, rather. He is in the number 7 position, left field. Ben Truwin is and I'm pretty sure I have this something messed up here. I think he's at first base. We'll double check that. Niall Clark is doing the catching and batting 8th, and number 9 in the lineup is Brett Algren. He's in center field, and doing the pitching tonight, Michael Foley. And let's take a quick look at Mike Foley's pitching stats. It looks like he has an ERA of just over 5 earned runs a game, and the batting average is just over 250, so pretty good.
Yeah, not bad stats. Looks like he's pitched the second most innings for him, too. He's got a couple of wins on the season, and he's probably their number 1 or number 2 starter, so we'll see how he does.
All right, for North Scott here, and we're going to turn to that page here. North Scott has had a record of 10-13, and they're 4-9 in the Mississippi Athletic Conference. Still got some games to make up due to rain, but we'll see how they play here tonight. Leading off for North Scott will be Brock Brady. Number 2 batter in the lineup, Ben Engler. He's at center field. By the way, Brady is at second base. Aaron Huber is at shortstop. He'll be batting third. Cody Monty is doing the catching. Dylan Gorsh is the designated hitter. Eric Poyer is at first base and batting 6th. John Kinney, the number 7 batter in the lineup, is at third base. Devin Guerrero is in left field, and doing the pitching, Matt McKinney. And in the number 10 position, being DH for, is Colby Sorensen. So let's talk just real briefly about Matt McKinney and his stats. And we'll get those here in just a moment. Looks like he has a ERA of about 4.5 runs a game, and opponent's batting average is about 284, so not bad.
Yep, and I spoke a little bit with the coaches. He features a fastball, curveball, and changeup. They were talking about him and one of their other pitchers as being both their number 1 starters. So they got their best going tonight. So we'll see how he does.
All right. Well, that's the starting lineups. So we'll be back in a little bit with the first pitch here from Lancer Field.
Number 14, Brock Brady, leading off the top half of the first inning for PV. The second
Okay, so once again, the battery for North Scott, Matt McKinney doing the pitching and doing the catching, Cody Monty. First up now for Pleasant Valley is Will McClure, and we're about ready to get underway. Here comes the first pitch, and that's going to be a ball. So 1 ball. Here comes the delivery, and that's a strike.
It's a nice pitch. It was low and away. It's a hard one to take. It's good to even up the count, 1-1 here.
All right. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's got him in a good position here. Let's see if he has a put-away pitch, maybe a curveball or a changeup.
The pitch, and a nice swing and a miss, strike 3.
That was just a nice fastball low and away to put him away.
So out number 1, and coming up is Casey Adelia, I guess. Say his name about 3 times fast here. Looks like he might be batting left-handed. First ball in there for a strike. And we'll see what he's got coming now. Nope, batted foul.
Like that was a high fastball. It's always good to get him down 0-1 like that. Then they got to be a little more protective. So now he's got him down 0-2, and he put the last guy. Let's see what he can do with this guy.
Yeah. Nope, he gets it again, goes foul.
That was another high fastball. So he's been sticking with the fastball here on early. He's probably just trying to establish it. So we'll see what happens.
Nope, swing and a miss, strike 3, so it worked.
That was another high fastball. They have a hard time seeing the ball maybe against him, but he's really looking good out there right now.
So the right fielder, Jeremy Gillum, comes up with 2 out for the Spartans. See if he can get something started. Nope, strike 1.
It's always good to start off that first pitch strike.
Oh, man.
Yep. And we'll see what comes now.
Yeah.
Nope, strike 2.
That was a nice curveball. Just put it right in there. He's got him down 0-2 again. It's the 3rd guy in a row he's ahead of.
Yes. Nope, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikes out the side. So 3 up, 3 down for Pleasant Valley, and North Scott's coming to bat in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be right back.
14, Brock Brady.
Let's go, Brock!
Okay, once again, the starting battery for Pleasant Valley, the pitcher, Michael Foley, and doing the catching is Niall Clark. And first up for North Scott here in the bottom half of the first inning is second baseman Brock Brady. Brady's just a sophomore, and we'll see what he has coming up here. Takes place in the batter's box. And it's immediately hit, too short, and there's out number 1.
Yeah, it was just a first pitch fastball, and he just jumped on it. By looking at Brady's stats, he's a pretty patient hitter, so he was just trying to get out in front there.
Yep, unfortunately doesn't work out, but we'll see what happens here. 1 down. Ben Engler, the Lancer center fielder, up to the bat now. First pitch, no, almost hit him.
Yeah, just high and in, got away from him a little bit, but he's trying to establish that fastball just like McKinney did in the bottom half of the inning.
Okay, so we'll see what Foley has now for the Spartans. Nope, in there for another ball.
It was just another fastball, just a little bit low it looked like.
So we'll see if he can place a strike right now. No, there's a nice, glove by the third baseman, and they get him out.
That was a nice play by the third baseman to his backhand side. It was a nice hard hit ball. Ben's a pretty powerful hitter, so it's a good play.
And unfortunately doesn't get into the outfield, so we'll see what Aaron Huber can do. 2 out, bottom of the first. And that's high.
Looked like it was just a curveball that got away from him a little bit, but we'll see what happens here.
And here's Foley's next offering. Nope, swing and a miss.
That was just a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Huber just missed it.
Go 20, you got it, Aaron.
Nice hit there. Oh, it gets to the second baseman, and he gloves it there at first. So
Very unfortunate play there. It actually hit off the rubber and slowed it down in enough time for the second baseman to get to it. Made a nice play on it. Huber was hustling, but he just got him by half a step.
So no hits there, and after the first inning, it's no score for either team. We'll be right back.
Hitter number 15, David Conway.
Okay, top of the second inning coming up here with David Conway starting off for the Spartans, and that is, I believe, a ball. They have now posted it, and I was right, a ball. No, hit way to the outfield, and that's a home run.
Just an inside fastball, just a high and inside, and he just turned on it. He's a left-handed hitter, and looked like it was right in his wheelhouse.
So David Conway, nice hit there, and it's 1-0 Pleasant Valley.
Hey, a lot of game here, guys.
And he gets mobbed at the plate there by several appreciative teammates. And next up for Pleasant Valley will be Blake Wilson. Wilson, the shortstop.
Yeah, Wilson's their #1 hitter as far as batting average goes, 429. So
we'll see what he can do here as he takes the strike.
Good.
And there's strike 2, so he's starting to establish himself, McKinney, once again.
Yep, he's got ahead with 2 fastballs now, and he's got another left-hander up, so hopefully he keeps it down and away a little bit here.
And there's another big hit to the outfield, but it got to the wall, and the left fielder brings it in, and Wilson has himself a double.
Yeah, that was it looked like a curveball that just stayed up on him, and it was still outside, and the batter went with it and hit it over the left fielder's head.
Oh, you got one.
So
Is that Hannah Pleasant Valley?
Ben, well, hold on, Cody Clark. Almost got my ahead of myself there in the lineup there. But Cody Clark will be
That's Ben out there.
to the plate. And another big hit there, so Pleasant Valley's stringing 3 hits in a row. And he drops it. And Pleasant Valley's going to score rather easily there.
Yeah, Ben Engler was charging that ball hard, and it just got under his glove a little bit. It looks like they were watching the first inning. They noticed how he was trying to establish that fastball, and now they're jumping on that first pitch. So,
and it's working out here. So we'll have to see how North Scott responds. Truin, I don't know if you can call that an RBI, but
well, he was stopping at third, so it's probably going to be an error on the center fielder there, and no RBIs.
So Ben Truin, the 4th batter, no outs for Pleasant Valley, as Truin takes a strike. McKinney looks. Keeps an eye on Clark. And there's a bunt that went foul.
Yeah, he took a little sneak peek at the third baseman. He was playing about even with the bag. Thought he might have a chance at that one. So it's good play if he gets it down.
Truin looking at instructions from the coach.
That was the first initial. Then they moved to the south.
Here's the pitch. Nope. Goes foul once again. So it's 0-2 count.
Looked like a nice change ahead of it a little bit, but he got just enough to stay alive.
Once again, the coach gives instructions. Almost gloved. Oh, he's going to tag him? I think he tagged him at second. Did Huber, so we got the first out of the inning. Got the leadoff runner there.
It's a nice play by the shortstop. He had to overrun the bag a little bit, so he had to come back. It was hard to turn two, but he made a nice play on that.
Yeah, it's kind of wise that he didn't rush it, and he got the out. But Truin is on base on the fielder's choice. And now Clark up to bat. Takes the strike.
Yeah. Yep, just a fastball. McKinney's still trying to establish that fastball on that first pitch. So.
Nope. Didn't quite get all of it there, so that's strike two.
Play Iowa City High.
Yep, he's keeping an eye on the runner at first base. He probably has pretty good wheels after he tried bunting for a hit, so he's probably can run a little bit.
Well, that and I don't even. I bet you Ben knows all the kids' names. So we're going to play. The thing is with Ben.
Nope. Looks like a little high there, and it's going to be ball one. So 1-2 count. He's going there, and that's a hit to the outfield. Truin got a nice jump on the pitch there, it looked like, and that's the second while Clark makes it the first. Still one out, and Brett Algren is up to bat. And we have a courtesy runner, it looks like, coming in. We'll get his name here. No, we don't have his name on his on the roster, so we'll have to wait and see who he is.
Number 13, Brandon Sheeter.
Brandon Sheeter. There's a bunt, and McKinney gloves it, gets it to Poyer at first, and there's out number two. But the runners advance to second and third. Truin at third, and whoever they just said at second. We'll get his name. We'll give credit where credit's due. Brandon Sheeter, I think, is what they said.
Now batting the second baseman,
So second baseman,
Will McClure.
Will McClure, back to the top of the order. This is the seventh batter in the inning, and he fouls one back for a strike.
Yeah, Will's their leadoff hitter. He's hitting .313 on the season, so he's a pretty good stick up there. They move the runners along.
And that's going to be high, but it's going to go foul.
Yeah, they move the runners along with the sacrifice bunt, hoping that he'll come up with a big hit for a couple RBIs. So.
And that would give Pleasant Valley a nice boost there. We're not sure exactly how many runs they've scored offhand. We'll get that here in a moment. Oh, the ball goes foul for pass ball, it looked like. I didn't quite see it, but...
Yeah, the ball, he threw an off-speed pitch there. It bounced on dirt a little bit. Monty got his glove on it and kept it close enough to him that the runners couldn't advance.
So no damage done there. 1-2 count. And McKinney eyes the batter. No, a ball. So it's 2-2 count.
Yeah, that was a curve ball. Just stayed outside a little bit.
No, swinging a nope. Batted foul. So it stays alive, does McClurg.
Yep, just on a fastball there. So he looks to be like he's right on it. So we'll see what happens here.
No, that one gets away from him, and looks like Truan scores on the wild pitch. Pass ball, excuse me.
You got it, Matt. You got it.
So it's 3-0 Pleasant Valley.
Here now, guys. We're all right.
Hoping to get out of that half an inning, but
Good job, guys.
sometimes it's not easy telling the difference between a pass ball and a wild pitch, but
You never go down there.
I've watched baseball for many years and I still can't tell the difference. That one's foul back.
Again, that was a fastball. So he's kind of been alternating back and forth here. Fastball, some type of curveball or changeup. So if he holds true to form here, he'll throw that slider or his changeup again. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's hit to third and over to Poyer, and the Lancers are out of the inning there. So 3 runs, but a couple errors. And we'll be back for the bottom half of the second inning. 3-0 Pleasant Valley. We'll be back. Dater's a junior for the Lancers. And seeing quite a bit of action as a pinch runner, or as they call them for pitchers and catchers, the courtesy runner. We have a 1-0 count on Gorsh.
That's 5 straight balls here. So
to third, it's makes it over to the second baseman. Has the first out, but all he could get is the lead runner.
yeah, that was a high chopper, and Gorsh was hustling down the line, and Daters made it close there at second, but it looks like he got him by half a step.
And Eric Poyer will come to bat. We have 1 out. And that one gets by Clark for Pleasant Valley.
Doesn't get by far enough for the runners to go anywhere. Looks like he's trying to establish that fastball again here.
Okay, and we'll see what Foley has to offer this time. Nope, that's in there for a strike.
It's a nice fastball just on the outside corner. That's a pitcher's pitch.
Poyer been batting just 186 on the year. So he's looking to maybe improve. We had a balk there that I didn't see, so...
Yeah, the pitcher has to come to a complete set. He didn't. He just put his hands together and went right to the mound, so that's a balk.
And Gorsh made it down to second. And that's in there for a ball. That was low.
Yep, just a fastball blown away.
So 2-1 count. That time Poyer got all of it, so that'll improve his ERA there, or batting average there, excuse me. Has a single to left. Gorsh makes it to third.
The shortstop was trying to keep the runner close at second base and left a big hole over there on the left side of the infield, and he hit it right through it. It's good situational hitting.
John Kinney to bat. He's the left, or the third baseman, excuse me, as I mangle things up once again. He took a ball.
He's another one of the 4 sophomores they have starting out here. Lancashire quite a young team.
Oh no, that one got away there, but Poyer on the bad throw to first for the pickoff throw.
Yeah, it was a pickoff throw. Just threw it a little too far to the right field side and got away from him. Poyer probably made the smart play by not getting to second base, but Gorsh got home on that.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Dylan Gorsh did manage to make it home on the bad throw there. So Pleasant Valley's going to talk it over here, their defense, try to settle things down here a little bit, and maybe give Michael Foley maybe a little pep talk, a boost. In the meantime, Coach Blake Hanna for North Scott, giving a few instructions there to John Kinney.
So he's ahead in the count here, 1-0. So he should get some pretty good pitches here. We'll see what they do with Poyer at first base. He's a pretty lanky kid, so he might be able to run a little bit.
3-1 Pleasant Valley. North Scott has started to cut into the lead there, but that's a wild pitch, and Poyer makes it down to second.
Yeah, he threw about a 55-footer there on a fastball. Those are pretty hard to get in front of for that catcher. Sometimes those change-ups or curveballs, you can anticipate that a little bit. On those fastballs, you don't expect that. So
Poyer takes his lead at second. Foley gets set. Here's the pitch. No. It's ball 3.
3-0 here. Normally this is an automatic take, but we'll see if he gives him the green light.
Well, ball 4.
Ball 4.
So second walk of the ball game. Second walk of the inning. Pleasant Valley.
Foley looks to be struggling a little bit more when he gets in that in the stretch. He's probably a little more comfortable in the windup.
And once again, Clark trying to hold on, trying to not let the ball get away from him. As that was in there for a ball, it was almost a wild pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Much needed strike there.
Yeah, he needed that strike. He's been struggling a little bit. That was just a fastball down the middle, and Guerrero, another sophomore, took a good whack at it. But
yes, Devin Guerrero, the left fielder, he's starting tonight at.
the pitcher looks like he's struggling to keep that front shoulder closed. Everything's going to the outside on him.
No, there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2.
I think Guerrero gave him a little bit of help there. That was probably another ball low and away, but these guys are anxious to hit.
Guerrero's just hitting just over 200, so we'll see if he can improve here. Oh no, that's going to be a tag out there.
Yep. It's actually
on Poyer.
That's actually a pretty smart play by Poyer because he ran away. You never run into a tag. He ran away from it, made him come and tag him, so he didn't have a chance to turn 2 on that.
And we did get Kinney down to second base, and Guerrero reaching on the fielder's choice. And that one gets away, and the throw gets away to third. And Kinney will score. So it's 3-2 Pleasant Valley. North Scott is within 1 run with 2 out.
That was nice, aggressive base running by Kenny. Yeah, you know, you got to make something happen out there, and he did. And the catcher made a little bit of a poor throw, and they got another run out of it.
So probably an E2 on Niall Clark, the Pleasant Valley catcher. Once again, Pleasant Valley shortstop in to talk to Mike Foley as Foley delivers the pitch. And I think we have a 2-1 count. Nope, make that 3-1. We'll get, yep, it's 3-1.
So he should be zoning it here, looking for a pitch in a spot.
Matt McKinney. And there's another hit, maybe. Nope, scooped up by the third baseman, and it gets it over the first, and that's the inning.
That third baseman made some nice plays this inning.
So we have just 1 hit, but a costly error and a couple pass balls, and North Scott has pulled to within 3-2. After 2 innings, Pleasant Valley 3, North Scott 2. We'll be right back.
Number 18, Casey Adelia.
Okay, Casey Adelia will lead off the top of the 3rd inning for Pleasant Valley. PV up 3-2 over North Scott. And McKinney's first pitch is in there for a ball.
Just a fastball, a little bit low and away.
Here's the next pitch. Nope, another ball. 2-0 count. Over to the shortstop, and he gets the first out. Second baseman, yeah.
That was a
Sorry, second baseman.
that was
What
a
did I say, shortstop?
nice
I said
hard,
shortstop.
that was a nice hard hit ball by the second place hitter there, but hit it right at the second baseman, and he scooped it up, made a nice easy throw over to first.
All right, so Jeremy Gillum. Nope, batted foul there, so.
That was a fastball. He tried to hop on that first pitch and just fouled it straight back.
McKinney's pitch is called for a ball. Looked like he dropped it there a little bit there.
Yeah, well, another off-speed pitch there. Just slowing away a little bit. It's a good place to miss with it.
Nope, it's fouled back out of the ballpark. Kind of a shell ballpark here, so it's not a place you want to hit park in the parking lot that's right behind us if you have a foul ball coming your way.
There's another fastball just slowing away. McKinney comes straight over the top with that pitch and comes really downhill with it.
There's a nice hit, hard hit ball over to Huber at short, and it gets it to Poyer. So that's out number 2.
Huber's a big, strong kid out there. Got a nice, strong arm. Made a good throw to first base. It was even kind of slow hit coming through that grass. With all this rain, the grass is probably pretty long. So
designated hitter David Conway, excuse me. I almost can't read my own writing there, but it is David Conway. He was in Conway Twitty, the old country singer from years ago.
yeah, Brian, you don't have the greatest writing in the world, bud.
That is true. That is true. But that one is in there for a ball. Kenny's offering. It's in there for another ball. Couple of
Both of them are just a little bit low there.
and Kenny will try again. That one's hit hard, but it's foul. Probably hit a school bus that's parked over in the bus garage.
That's just a long strike. He's got to erase that one from the memory and go right back at him, because now he's got a strike on him.
Okay. Another hit there, gloved by Poyer. and he'll get the easy out there. So 3 up, 3 down for North Scott, or Pleasant Valley, and North Scott will come up to bat there in the bottom half of the third inning, which is coming up after this.
Otherwise, I can.
Okay, we're ready to go here in the bottom half of the third inning. Pleasant Valley leading 3-2, and Brock Brady will, the leadoff batter will lead off.
Brock, like I said before, has been very patient on the season. Already has 22 walks, so.
And that's hit right to the outfield. Right field, and he's got a base hit to start things off there.
Brock being a left-handed hitter, that was a low fastball, and like most lefties, his wheelhouse is probably that low fastball.
So Ben Engler will come to the plate.
Center fielder, number 10, Ben Engler.
Engler, looking at his stats here, he only has 1 sacrifice, so he likes to hit it.
Yeah, I think he's got the most home runs on the team. He's got 5 already on the season. I know he had several last season too, so he's a pretty powerful hitter from that center field position.
And that was in there for a ball, and it looks like Brady will take second.
The pitcher never checked him out there. He got a walking lead, and as soon as he lifted up that front foot, he was gone. There was no chance.
Easy steal. And that's going to be hit hard. That is out of here. That was out of here a long time ago, and it's 4-3, a 2-run home run for Ben Engler.
North Scott home run, number 10, Ben Engler.
Looked like Brady bowed his head, and there's a very happy Ben Engler right there.
Oh yeah, that was a high fastball that he just jumped on. Looked like it was high and inside. He pulled those hands in and just ripped it. He hit it well over the left field fence.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had a chance to get that. So 4-3, North Scott takes the lead as Aaron Huber will come to the plate. He bats it foul.
He hit that one a ways too with that wind blowing out, and as high as he hit that ball went a ways. So again, it's just a long strike though.
And that's also down for a ball.
No.
And that's also in there for a ball, so that's 2-1 count.
That was a little bit of a cement mixture out there. He tried to throw a slider or changeup, and it just spun up there.
Nope. Another ball. Fully thrown quite a few balls lately here.
Huber's putting the pressure on him by taking some pitches.
And he's going to get a walk. So after the base is cleared on Engler's 2-run home run, Huber gets on, and that'll bring Cody Monty to the plate.
You got to keep an eye on Huber over there from the basketball court. We know he can run a little bit, so we'll see if he turns him loose.
Yes.
Got Monty up, who's a pretty good hitter, so he might.
Yep, batting .325 coming into this ball game, and he gets that one off for a foul.
That was a fastball down low, but he was right on it. He fouled it straight back.
Monty, we should point out, has 22 RBIs on the season, and he has to duck out of the way on that one.
The catcher tried to frame that one, but it was still a little too far inside.
Huber. Oh, there's another nice hit there, but he might have to come back as Algren takes it at center field.
Yeah, he hit it hard. He just hit it to the deepest part of the park there, and the center fielder ran it down and made a nice play on it.
Yep, and Algren has to force his Huber to come back to first.
Huber had heads-up base running. He heard that ball get hit, and he automatically looked up for it.
Okay, we're going to have a coaching conference here. It looks like Rob Wood is called time. Rob Wood, the Pleasant Valley coach. And what do you think he's talking about out there?
Well, Foley's been struggling to, the last inning was struggling to get it in over the plate, and now I think he's probably going out there telling him he's throwing a few too many strikes because they're really hitting him hard this inning. Probably telling him to keep the ball down a little bit. So
we'll see if that works here. We do want to make sure that that is Rob Wood. That is indeed. It's number 26. My roster and 26 on that man's jersey. So, nope. That's a strike.
Dylan got fooled there a little bit on that.
Looks like he maybe wanted to go for a little bit of a check swing, but he had to lunge to get that one. Now Clark did for Pleasant Valley.
That was a great play by the catcher to catch that one. That's another one of those 55-foot fastballs, and he got out there and caught it.
He's had quite a few of those lately. Nope, swing and a miss. Strike two is Dylan Gorish. We never mentioned who the batter was for North Scott.
Yeah, he's the DH. Usually the DH is a pretty good hitter. He's a big kid, so he's probably got some power to him.
368. No, take that back. 393. So he's batting very well. He's had a couple home runs, both of those over at Bettendorf recently, as Aaron Huber takes second base, and he's going to have to stay put. He didn't get up in time. The errant throw.
Yeah, on every play, everybody should be moving, and that center fielder came in to back that up to keep him to one bag. That's a good play.
So, a stolen base for Aaron Huber.
The last pitch was a curveball. He looks like he left it up a little bit, so the count's 2-2 here.
So, and Huber, we should point out, only had 8 stolen bases coming into this ball game. So,
well, he looked like he could run pretty well there. So,
yep. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of that here yet in this ball game. Yes, that's strike 3, and that's out number 2. And Eric Poyer comes to plate.
That was a nice curve ball. Just locked him up there, and his front leg gave out, and he couldn't swing at that. So that was a good pitch by Foley out there.
And Poyer gets a nice handle on it, and that could be a home run. No, that's off the wall. He has a double, and it's an RBI double as Huber scores easy. And it's 5-3 North Scott.
He got out on his front foot on that a little bit, but he kept his hands back, and he was able to get the barrel of the bat on it. And he hit it a ways out there. The wind's blowing out a little bit. I thought it might have a chance, but it just hit off the top of the fence.
Yes, and so that's 2 hits for him tonight. Not bad for a guy that... And there's another base hit there, and looks like Poyer is going to go right home, and he gets away. The throw is wide, and Kinney makes it all the way over to the third, so at least a double in any case. And he gets the third on the throw home, so.
Yeah, he was probably going to second on the throw home, and then with the error on the left fielder there, getting it past the second baseman, he took third on that. That was a nice piece of base running by Poyer too. He rounded off third base there and really came home hard. It was going to be a close play at the plate, but he made it.
6-3 North Scott. And once again, another one of those, what you talk about, those 55-foot fastballs. Now Clark has to stop.
Another nice play by the catcher too.
Yeah, Devin Guerrero to the bat, and that's another drop ball there.
Kenny seems to be a pretty heads-up base runner. He's probably going to get a good jump on one of these if it gets past him again and score on one of those.
2-0 count. Foley delivers, no. Bounced off the chest protector there, it looked like.
He's playing pinball with that catcher's chest protector.
I'm sure he's not too happy about that. And that's in there for a strike, so
Looks like he took a little off on that one just to get it over the plate, but that catcher's getting dirty back there, but he's making some good plays.
and that's strike 2. So again, he's needing to throw strikes, and he's starting to do that once again here.
It looks like he's taking off a little bit, so you could get in trouble doing that sometimes.
Guerrero gets set, waits for the delivery, and he gets a walk.
That was a
Guerrero,
looked like he tried to throw a curveball in there on that 3-2 pitch. That's a lot of confidence.
And Matt McKinney, the 9th batter. Yeah, 9th batter in this inning, so Lancers have batted around, and that's in there for a ball.
Again, everything's just lowing away. Usually when it's lowing away like that, that front shoulder's flying open. He's got to pull down a little bit more.
And that's a strike.
We got men on first and third here. We'll see if Hannah puts runners in motion at all.
And that's strike 2, so.
Matt was just a little bit out in front of that. But now he's down 1-2, so he's got to be ready for anything.
Yep. And the runners go. And Guerrero will get a stolen base. Second stolen base of the inning for the Lancers. There's another big hit, but Aiden got it. And somehow he got past the tag.
Yeah, the third baseman there couldn't make up his mind on what to do. Guerrero was coming to third, but Guerrero stopped to go back, and it threw him off, and he threw it in the dirt over there to third base, and it got past the catcher, and scored 2 runs on that.
Yes, very nice, 8-3.
Number 14, Brock Brady.
So Kinney and Guerrero are both in, and like I said, the indecision there by Adia proved very costly.
The pitcher there turned around to try and pick off the pinch runner, and nobody was there.
By the way, we have a pinch runner, Cam Kristoff,
All right.
number 11 for the Lancers, and that's a strike. As we're back to the top of the order with Brock Brady at the plate. There's that's dropped there by the first baseman there, but yeah, he's safe. Referee saying umpire saying he never hit the bag there. Truin was running to beat the Dickens. And Truin, the first baseman for Pleasant Valley, couldn't make it there in time, and that was nice hustle there by Brock Brady.
Yeah, that was Brady's got some wheels on him. You can tell he's got a little advantage there coming on the left side of the box. Nice play by the first baseman too to knock that down.
And it looks like we're gonna have a pitching change here as Michael Foley is leaving the ball game there, and we're gonna see who we have to the plate here. Looks like somebody that's coming out of the bullpen, and we'll get his name and number here. Yeah, Dylan Dwyer.
Yep.
Dwyer looks to be a junior, a 5'10 junior, 170 pounds. And looking at his stats here real quickly, Dwyer's pitched 49 innings this year, has a 2.43 ERA, and batters are 232 against him. So
those are some nice stats. He must be their number 1 pitcher. We'll kind of watch him and see what he features here for pitches. He's just threw a fastball. So
we'll take a brief break here, and we'll let Dwyer here warm up.
Number 5, number 10, Sven Engler.
So the pitching change is complete. Dwyer is now ready to face the 11th batter in this bottom half of the third inning, Ben Engler for North Scott.
Yeah.
Engler had a home run the last time at bat. And
It's a high fly ball.
that's going to go way deep, and Clark has it out in the outfield, and that ends the inning. 6 runs, 5 hits, couple errors, but 2 costly walks, all part of the equation of this 6-run inning for North Scott. And the Lancers lead 8-3. We'll be right back.
The shortstop, number 2, Blake Wilson.
All right, we're back. Top of the 4th inning. North Scott leading 8-3, and Blake Wilson will lead off for the Spartans. Wilson last time doubled and scored, so we'll see what he does this time here. As McKinney delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that's a ball.
Yeah, this is part of the lineup that gave Matt a little fits the last time. Let's see if he can settle down and set him down in order here.
Of course, Pleasant Valley will want to try to rally as Wilson takes the first strike. There's a nice high ball there. It looks like McKinney or who has it?
Well,
Who has it?
Ben Engler
Engler.
picked it up, but it looked like a little indecision there between the outfielders. Nobody really took charge, so.
I could tell that was going to maybe drop there, maybe a little bit of trouble there, and Wilson, you have to give him a single.
Yeah, it's a long run for all of them. That everybody should keep going for it until they hear the shortstop or the center fielder call that. He's the captain of the outfield there.
Yep, so McKinney looking for the pickoff throw.
Just keeping him honest over there.
Yep.
You guys are fine, right?
And McKinney
There's room.
gets past him, but Huber picks it up, gets it over to Guerrero at second, or take that back, Brock Brady.
Yeah, that was just he hit it off the end of the bat there. It was kind of slow through the grass. Tough to turn 2 on that, but they got the lead runner.
Yep. And
14, Ben.
Cody Clark reaches on the fielder's choice. So with 1 out, Ben Truin.
Takes
And
the ball lone away.
Yep, ball 1. McKinney gets set. There's the pitch, and that's a little high, so it's 2-0.
At the end of last inning, McKinney had 45 pitches, so don't know how long Coach Hanna usually takes him, but we'll see.
Fielded there, no. Couldn't get it. It was off Kinney's glove there, and couldn't get anybody there.
That was a tough play. It was a little bit of an in-between hop there. He was kind of didn't know whether to charge it or whether to come at it, and it caught him, and it just caught him right in the stomach. And the runner was hustling all the way, and he made it pretty easily.
So runners at first and second as Pleasant Valley looks to cut into an 8-3 North Scott lead. Now Clark to the plate. Swing and a miss.
Got a way to fire him in there.
Mal got on base with a fielder's choice the last time.
So see if he can, how he follows up. Nope, that's fouled away.
All right, McKinney got ahead here 0-2, and so far in this game, he's been putting people away pretty good when he gets ahead in the count. So we'll see if he goes with that breaking ball again.
Well, that's McKinney stares him down. Runners take their leads, it looks like. No, the ball. And Monty threw over to Huber to chase the runner back to second.
He's just trying to keep him honest out there. He's getting a little far off second base. That was a high fastball for McKinney. It was a good idea.
Yep. Cody Clark had a good idea there, but swing and a miss, strike 3. And once again, Clark, Huber dropped it. Clark tried to make a bead for third base. He couldn't get there anyway, so really no harm, no foul.
Monty's got a pretty strong arm back there, and he was trying to get him again, but he didn't. But we got Lancers got the strikeout on that pitch.
So 2 out, and Brett Algren, and that's a hard hit ball there, but Huber gloves it, and he gets it over to Poyer at first very easily, and it's 3 up, or well, not 3 up, but 5 up, but 3 down, no runs scored, and we'll be back for the bottom half of the 4th inning after this. 8-3 North Scott.
He's 0 for 1 with the base on balls.
So North Scott last time had 6 runs on the 5 hits. We'll see how they can follow that up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. North Scott leading 8-3, and Aaron Huber will lead off for the Lancers.
So far, Huber's 0 for 1 with a walk, and he scored a run on an RBI signal from, I believe,
Eric Poyer.
Eric Poyer.
And that's fouled off. I'm not sure which way it went, if it threatened a car or if it went over into the outfield, so. Nope, that one goes out, and North Scott coach Blake Hanna having to handle it there.
Dylan Gorsh threw a nice hard slider there, nice tight spin, pretty tough pitch to pick up.
Nope, Huber
just fouled that one off. It got away from the catcher there, right out of his glove.
So Dwyer for Pleasant Valley, Dylan Dwyer looks, fires, and that's a hard hit, but it's right to Cody Clark, the left fielder for Pleasant Valley, and that's out number 1.
He left a fastball over the middle of the plate, and Huber hit it hard. Just bad luck there, hit it right at somebody.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Cody Monty.
Cody Monty will come to the plate now. That's strike 1.
Dylan's pumping some strikes this inning. It looks like he's a pretty good control pitcher.
Yep. Monty, we want to say, is 0 for 1. He flew out last inning to the center fielder. And that one goes out of the ballpark. Sure to hit a car.
I'm sure it will, probably mine.
Depends on where you're parked, Joe. So it's 0-2. Monty, and that's a ball.
That was a good pitch by the pitcher. That was a high fastball, trying to get him to chase there.
The delivery, and that's outside, probably to hit a school bus.
Yeah, that was another good pitch. A little bit late on it, but he's trying to hang in there.
The delivery, now that one's straightened up, but we'll see what happens here. No, he dropped it there. Gillum, the right fielder for Pleasant Valley, he was running for it. We thought he had it there for a second, but he dropped it, and
that was a tough pitch by the pitcher. That was a nice slider low and away.
Yeah.
Monty just stayed right on it and just flared it out there in the right field for a base hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a matter not how hard you hit them, but where you hit them.
Yep, so Monty gets on to first on the error, and John Daters doing the courtesy running.
Oh, that wasn't an error, Brian. That was a hit.
So we'll call it a hit. We'll call it a hit then.
Oh, darn, right to them.
Oh, right to the center fielder that time, Ben Algren, and Daters has to come back.
That center fielder likes to show off his arm there. He's trying to throw Daters out at first base, even though I don't think he really had a good chance at him.
So that's 2 outs Okay, it wasn't an error. It wasn't an error. Eric Poyer.
He had a nice hard hit off the fence last.
And that's going to be a 3-hit game there. So it gets right to shallow left. He's been doing a good job finding the gaps tonight here.
Yeah, he seems to. He's a tall kid, but he seems to like him low. That's the second low pitch in a row that he's hit very hard. Same spot though, just a little bit lower that time.
So we have a runner in scoring position, another at first. John Kinney to the plate.
He's 1 for 1 today, but he has 2 runs scored with a base on balls. In the second and third inning, he's scored runs in both of those.
So a lot of good things we're seeing here tonight in this first half of what will be a doubleheader. We're bringing you the first game here tonight.
Yeah, North Scott's been hitting the ball hard. Gorsh is a new pitcher, but they seem to still have their hitting shoes on. So.
Well, Gorsh, you mean Dylan Dwyer for Pleasant Valley.
Dylan Dwyer, I'm sorry, Dylan Dwyer. Yes, that's correct. Sorry, Brian.
Yep, that's all right. That's strike 1.
That was a fastball, just blown away. It was a good pitch.
Some 0-1 count, or yeah, 0-1 count. And that's strike 2. So Dwyer, once again, throwing strikes.
Dwyer doesn't seem to be bothered as much as Foley was by the runners on base.
Runners go. It looked like they had their lead, but that's fouled back.
Daters at second base is getting a nice secondary lead, so he can score in any hit to the outfield.
And Poyer also taking his lead at first. Dwyer gets set. Delivers. There's a hard hit ball, but looks like Brett Algren in the Pleasant Valley outfield will track it down, gets it easy, and that's the end of the 4th inning. Pleasant Valley still trails by 5 runs. North Scott 8, Pleasant Valley 3. We'll be right back. Well, it's a nice evening here this Thursday evening. Pleasant Valley is up to bat now. Will McClure, once again, the top half of the batting order as Kinney gets the easy 5-3 play to Poyer. That's out number 1.
Well, Dylan jumped on that first pitch fastball and just rolled over on a little bit, grounded it right to the third baseman, and he made a nice easy throw over to first, and Poyer dug it out.
Number 18, Casey Adelia.
Casey Adelia, the first baseman for Pleasant Valley, out to the bat with 1 out, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, McKinney's really settling down here since that rocky second inning. He's really he's always been throwing a lot of strikes, but he's settling down.
That's over to second, gets it to Poyer. So nice relay throw there by Brock Brady over to Poyer, and that's out number 2.
Adelia here has 2 groundouts at second base and a strikeout. He's a pretty aggressive hitter, hasn't taken many pitches, and is jumping on a lot of those early on fastballs.
So we'll see if he gets a little bit more patient maybe the next time around. As Jeremy Gilliam, the right fielder for Pleasant Valley, comes to the plate with 2 out, and that's ball 1.
Just held on to that one a little too long.
There's the delivery, and that's strike 2. Or strike 1, rather.
Strike 1, yeah, he's evened up the count here.
And that's just outside there, and that's...
That was Matt's curveball. It looked to be a pretty good pitch, but maybe it fooled the umpire too.
Yep, 2-1 count. And that's a little high there, so it's 3-1.
He's got to be careful with Gillum here. He's their third hitter. That's usually where you put one of your better hitters in the order.
Nope, strike two. And Gillum is indeed one of their better hitters, 388. So
we got a full count here.
Yep. And that's going to go to Poyer at first, and makes the relay over to Matt McKinney, who covered first, and that's the side retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for Pleasant Valley. We played 4.5, North Scott 8, Pleasant Valley 3. And while we're between innings, we want to talk about the postseason that's coming up. First of all, we want to talk about North Scott's sub-state, which is sub-state number 6. They're in a sub-state with Iowa City West, Cedar Rapids Xavier, Burlington, Muscatine, and Iowa City High.
Yeah, it looks like North Scott is the number 6 seed out of 6 teams, but they've been playing some good ball of late. Talked to one of the coaches this afternoon, and they're much more satisfied with their plays as of late. So let's see if they can knock off the number 1 seed Iowa City West in that sub-state.
Yeah, that's going to be played next Friday, July 16th at Iowa City West. So we'll see what happens there. Cedar Rapids Xavier drew the 2nd seed, and they'll play Burlington. They'll host Burlington, the Saints will. And then Iowa City High, the number 4 seed, goes to Muscatine. So that's going to be a pretty even sub-state because, remember, North Scott, they're 6th seed, but they're 13 and 10.
Yeah, I was just corrected too. I guess the sub-state games are on the 19th next week. So.
Well, that's the semifinals.
Oh, the semifinals. All right.
The semifinals are on the 19th.
Okay.
And then the finals will be on the 21st. So we'll get to Pleasant Valley's postseason here as we go here in the bottom half of this 5th inning. Devin Guerrero will lead off for the Lancers.
Yeah, Devin so far has gotten on base twice, once on a fielder's choice and once on a base on balls. He hopped on that first pitch there. It was a fastball.
And Adelia over at third base for Pleasant Valley gets the out there. Pleasant Valley, by the way, is in sub-state number 4. They have drawn the number 5 seed, and they will stay in town and go over to their neighbors Bettendorf for a first-round game.
Well, you know that's a big rivalry game. There are rivalries in all sports.
Yes, Matt McKinney to the plate, and he took strike 1. Other games in that particular sub-state, another in-town rivalry, Dubuque Hempstead and Dubuque Senior, as Matt McKinney gets a hit to the outfield, so 1-out hit.
Matt gets a little justice there. He's hit some hard balls, and he finally gets a hit there.
So anyway, that in-town rivalry, Dubuque Hempstead and Dubuque Senior, they're going to play at Petrakis Park on Friday night.
Okay.
And then we're going to see maybe a preview of a sub-state game here for the upcoming Lancer Invitational, Clinton and Linmar. Clinton, the number 3 seed, Linmar, number 4.
Well, that's probably a pretty evenly matched game. Clinton's always got strong teams. Even since I think I was in high school, they've always had a strong baseball program there.
Okay, let's see. We're back to the top of the order. Brock Brady, as we get no, he's safe.
That was a stolen base. The catcher made a good throw, but it looks like the second baseman, the shortstop just dropped that throw. It beat him there, but he gets that stolen base.
Cam Kristoff, the pinch runner. So 1-0 count on Brock Brady. Had to think of his name there. And Brady, by the way, is spelled B-R-A-D-E, so he is not related to anybody named Greg or Peter, Bobby, or Marsha, or Jan, or Cindy. I'm sure he's heard those jokes.
Oh, I'm sure he has. Looks like he's 2 for 3 this game, so he's having a pretty good game.
And that's fouled out of the ballpark there. We do also want to touch base for you Davenport fans that might be listening to this ball game. Watching this ball game here, Family Ties Productions. Sub-state number 5 has all 3 of the Davenport public schools, North, Central, and West. Cedar Rapids Kennedy will be hosting as Brady
grounds out to
the second base. Yep, I had to think there for a second there. Cedar Rapids Kennedy drawing the number 1 seed. They will host Davenport North. Davenport Central will travel or host Cedar Rapids Washington at Brady Stadium. Central the number 2 seed and Washington number 5. And then over at the Davenport Sports Complex, as that is hit foul, Ben Engler to the plate.
Yeah, that was a little slider there, and Ben was just out on his front foot there and just fouled it off.
Yeah. Anyway, Davenport West, number 3 seeded team, they will host Cedar Rapids Prairie in a sub-state first round game. Now, the way this works, the semifinals will feature the 2 lowest seeded winners of first round games, while the highest seeded winner will get a second round bye, and then the first round winner, that's the highest seed again, they will host the sub-state final. That's hit to the outfield, 2 outs. Ben Engler, and it's right to the left fielder, and that's the end of the inning. So no runs, and the score remains 8-3 North Scout. We'll be right back. Okay, top of the 6th inning, we're going to lead off with designated hitter David Conway. Conway had a home run and is 1 for 2 tonight, as he took a strike, I believe. Yes. That's a ball.
Threw a slider there, made him skip the rope a little bit.
1-1 count. That's a pop-up, and it looks like playable for Aaron Huber. He gets it right about at the second base. So show good concentration there, and that's out number 1.
Those pop-ups in the middle, you have those sometimes, and that can confuse the shortstop and second baseman. Rule of thumb is anything the shortstop can get to, though, he takes over there. So he must have called him off.
Blake Wilson, and he's going to hit to, oh, it gets off of Brady's glove, but he picks it up. No! Eric Poyer apparently juggled it, and you're going to have to call that an error on the first baseman.
Oh, I actually gave the error to the second baseman there because he juggled it first, and then he had to rush his throw, and he threw it in the dirt.
And it's one of those you can call either way.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and give it to Brady at second, E4, for those that are keeping track. That's a strike.
McKinney's been around the plate all night. He's doing a real good job of throwing strikes there.
And this is Cody Clark, we should mention. Clark reached on a fielder's choice and was cut down at second. So that is a
oh, that's a hit.
1-1
1-1
night, and we have a 1-1 count as the pickout throw is not in time.
Just keeping him honest over there. Nice quick feet by McKinney to try and pick him off.
Nope. Tries to do the same thing there. McKinney. Ready? And fires. And that's strike 2.
McKinney's doing a good job of kind of varying what he does out there on the mound to keep that guy in first base from getting a good jump.
1-2 count. 2.
Fastball blown away there. It was a good pitch. You know, if you get him to chase that, that's a pitcher's pitch there.
McKinney fires, and so yeah, it's going to be there for a caught stealing there. Blake Wilson tried to get the jump, and Cody Monty had him all the way.
That was a nice play by Monty. That was a slider in the dirt, and he picked it clean and made a nice strong throw down there. That was a good play by the second baseman to pick it out down there too.
Brock Brady doing a nice job applying the tag, and we have a walk here. So a 2-out walk. Cody Clark and Ben Truin will come to the plate.
Ben Truin.
And it looks like he is...
that was a fielder's choice there, so he's 0 for 2.
0 for 2. Couldn't quite see the FC on my notes here, but that's okay. As we have ball 1.
McKinney still looks strong here. After last inning, he had 68 pitches, so...
See if he can keep it under 100. And there's the scramble there, but Devin Guerrero calls for it. He gets it, and that's the inning. 8-3, North Scott. And we'll be right back. Okay, what did Hubert do real quick there? Okay, we're ready to go here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. He appears to be 1 for 3, or 0 for 2. 0 for 2, excuse me. He had a walk in the 3rd inning where North Scott scored their 6 runs, and that is fouled off hard.
That was just, I think that was a fastball, and he was just way out ahead of it.
Yep, and we'll see what happens here.
Of course, you may come back with that slider after getting him that far out ahead of his fastball.
That's Dwyer delivers, and that's a ball 1.
I keep calling him the wrong name, but he came back with his fastball there, Dwyer did.
Yes. And that's in the dirt there. Kind of skipped there a little bit.
There's that slider. He just held on to it a little bit too long and bounced it up there.
So it's 2-1 count. And again, that's skips in the dirt.
Another fastball there. Huber's in the catbird seat here. He's looking for a pitch in his zone.
Oh, that's going to be high, but it's out of play. Yeah, we didn't quite see where that ball went to.
It landed over behind the visitor stands there. Didn't even make it out the second fence. That was a high fastball that he was trying to jump on here. 3-2, he's got to come back something.
And that's going to be down the line there. Well, he gloves it. Oh, he's safe. Adelia made a nice diving grab there, it looked like. Couldn't quite get it over to first in time.
That was a great attempt at it. He made a great play down there. Just came up, and he might have had him had the first baseman come up with it clean. But he's playing a nice third base over there.
So how do you, I guess you're going to score that a hit?
Oh, yeah, that was a hit. It was an extraordinary play if he gets that.
Well, strike 1 there on Cody Monty, who will try to move Huber along.
See if he's got any momentum from that great play he made last inning in the field.
There's a nice hit there, but it's going to be tracked down by Gillum over in right field for Pleasant Valley, and that's out number 1.
That was another slider. He stayed right on it and just went with it, but just hit it right at the right fielder.
And there's Dylan Gorsh, number 19.
I like this guy's name. I keep calling the pitcher his name. So.
He has I'm not sure how many brothers he had. He has Austin and Mitchell as Huber goes in for the easy steal.
That's 2 stolen bases this game for Huber. He's getting a nice jump on the pitchers, and they're not having any chance of throwing him out down there.
Yep. And Dwyer looks to get set as he keeps an eye on Gorsh at the plate. Gets it down to the first baseman and makes the easy out, does Truin for out number 2, but Huber moves to third base.
Got that one off the end of the bat a little bit, just a little bit out ahead of it, and just moved the runner up though. So anything past ball or wild pitch, he should be able to get home here.
Anyway, we were saying that Dylan Gorsh comes from has several brothers who were athletes. Does have one older sister, but then there's Austin Gorsh who played basketball about mid-decade, last decade, and then he's got a younger brother, Mitchell. So, some good athletes there in that family. That's going to be popped up there, Eric Poyer, and that's easily caught by the first baseman.
That is the first time they've retired Poyer this game. He was 3 for 3 up until that point.
So, 1 hit, but North Scott can't do anything more. And after 6 innings, it's 8-3 North Scott. We'll be back.
2, he struck out 1 swinging.
Okay, we're ready to go. Top half of the 7th inning. Matt McKinney looking for a complete game coming up. A complete game. As now Clark will lead off for Pleasant Valley. Now Clark, the number 8 batter. He'll be followed by Brett Algren, and then we'll go back to the top of the Pleasant Valley order with Will McClure.
McKinney has 80 pitches up until now.
And that's strike 1, so 1-1 count. Clark is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
Yeah.
And that's high, but it's going to be out of play.
So McKinney jumps ahead again here, 1 and 2. He's pretty much been ahead of everybody almost all night long, except for that rocky 2nd inning. He's looked pretty good.
No, strike 3. Hard to believe that's his first strikeout since the first inning, where he retired the first 3 batters. Take that back. He did have a strikeout in the fourth inning, so
that's 5 strikeouts on the game for him. When he gets ahead of those batters, he's been putting them away pretty well.
Brett Algren, the number 9 batter, is at the plate with 1 out. That's in the dirt.
He started him off with a curveball there.
So that's ball 1. That's hit hard. And that's going to go deep. That could go for a double. So that's going to give our leadoff batter, Will McClure, our number 1 batter, something to work with here.
Yeah, Ben Engler, the center fielder, was playing way over in right field there, and he drove that in the left center field gap, so that it made it an easy double for him.
And we have the pinch. No, I thought there was a pinch runner there. So.
No, he was just giving his gloves to the first base coach there.
Yep. And like I said, McClure out the bat.
McClure's 0 for 3 tonight.
So we'll see if he can improve tonight. He normally hits 313, so he has had some success here this season. McClure has 9 RBIs, and that's going to go to Huber at short. That's the tag. He was a little bit off the baseline anyway, but he had him.
Yeah, he hit it hard right at Huber. Huber made a nice play. Didn't come up throwing hard, kind of lollipopped it over there, and it sailed on him a little bit, but Poyer made a nice play to take out the runner coming down the line.
So Pleasant Valley down to its last chance here. Casey Adelia. Again, another 0 for 3 batter tonight.
He pretty much has the same line as Will McClure, ground out to second base twice and struck out once. So we'll see.
Go ahead.
We'll see what the left-hander has to do here. He's hit a couple pretty hard, but just hitting them right at people right now.
The top 3 batters in the order not really coming through tonight here.
No, they're combined 0 for 10 right now with 3 strikeouts. None of them have even got the ball out of the infield yet. So.
Well, you spoke too soon there.
Yeah.
Right to the outfield, and he's going to have an RBI. So a little redemption for the top of the order.
Yep.
As Clark scores, or Brett Algren rather, scores rather easily. Makes it 8-4 Pleasant Valley, or North Scott rather.
Now batting the right fielder, number 20.
Nobody warming up in the bullpen, so they're going to stick with McKinney here to get this last out.
Jeremy Gillum is 0 for 3 tonight here, so we'll see if he can.
McKinney started him out with a curveball there.
Nope, strike 2. Or is it?
That's just strike 1.
Strike 1, excuse me. Coach Wood giving instructions.
He's not sure what he'd be telling him at this point in the game. I'd be telling him to hit the ball hard somewhere. So.
And maybe that's what he just told him. So no, that gets by. Wild pitch, and Adelia runs down to second. So it is just a 1-1 count. Sure will be corrected if it was anything different. That's hit hard, but Ben Engler's gonna get a hold of it, and that's the game. 8-4, North Scott winner there. And we'll watch him celebrate for just a brief time, and we'll take a brief break and come up with a post-game summary. We'll be right back. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this game here. Brief summary. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, Lancers win 8-4. We're gonna go with the player of the game here to Matt McKinney. He threw a complete game. He had 6 strikeouts, and he also had a hit and a stolen base. So we're gonna go with Matt McKinney here. Other good games. You had Eric Poyer going 3 for 4 in that game. You had John Kinney, going 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI and 2 runs scored. So and those guys are more at the bottom of the lineup, so they got great production. And Ben Engler also had a big home run in the 3rd inning. So we'll go with Matt McKinney as the player of the game, but overall it was a very nicely played game with just a few errors from each team.
Yeah, Pleasant Valley ending with 3 runs on 4 hits and 3 errors. North Scott 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. So that's going to do it for this first game here. We thank you very much for watching. And